watching.
Maybe on
Who's
mute
that
here, trying to get
Johnson
these
Paula
things scheduled. So
Yeah.
Alright, let's take a look. What happened? Oh, what am I doing?
We don't know.
Glad we're all on the same
He
page.
didn't miss first kickoff. That's right.
Oh, there's the fucking dunk. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know.
I
Shut up. No, shut up.
Was this a...
No.
It was my fault. It was off my
The
kickoff.
question
You know,
is, was this an own goal, though? No.
Yes, I think it classified.
No, that's not an own goal. You hit it into him.
Just pinched it in. It was an unfortunate event.
Of
It
all
happens.
the replays,
I cried. I cried.
Yeah.
Wampee, lionlord's already here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw him turn after I think I flipped.
Yeah, so here, let's see from... So here you can't see him. So yeah, it's not until here that you see him, so that's hard. So that's really a communication thing. That,
Yeah.
Oh, Lions left wall. Okay.
Yeah, because at this point in time, you can't see him. So like, oh, I have to go for this. But if you go, then you gotta call it. Obviously, I don't know what comms are like in the match because I wasn't there.
I think you did call it. I think I'm just
Yeah, either
stupid.
you need to call it or lionlord. He says it's coming to you. He says like, oh, Wampee's in net. I should go for this. So then he should call it.
Yeah. That's fair.
So
Pretty sure you
yeah. So just making sure someone's calling it, so that
Yeah.
if,
I think I just pushed up too far.
yeah, so that ideally I think lionlord should call this so that's come across. He can have this ball. Maybe you can kind of push up mid and she can rotate back.
Yeah.
Or if you have boost, you can cut mid and then Wampee just stays third man. So just make sure it's communicated what's going on here. So we're all on the same page. Because now we have no third man.
I ended up squirreled moment third.
What was that?
I think I said in that moment, I think I squirreled. I had a squirrel moment. I thought because I saw myself go up there and when I should have rotated back, and now that I see it, it's like, whoa, okay.
Yeah, it's like here, you see both your teammates, and you can see they're kind of both pushing up here. They're both going in this direction. And maybe one calls it, one shouldn't have gone. Obviously, I don't know. But if you see both your teammates just pushing up in this direction for the ball, rotate back out.
Yep.
Because here, neither of them likely, maybe Lionlord can see you because he sees a cross if the ball came on, but it's not likely because the ball's up. So they can't see where you are or how you're pushing. So if you see both your teammates pushing up here, even if you think it's better for you to get mid so that lionlord maybe get a pass, you either call Wampee off here because lionlord's going up for this, or you go back. If no comms happen, just go back. But you can call Wampee off for him to stay back, play more patient, and then you can push up mid here instead of everyone pushing up. You don't want to run into a situation like here where we really have no third man. I think you realize that. Like now I have to go back. It's close. Turn.
I think I went too far there.
When...
I'm not sure on my rotation because I'm watching everyone's car and it's all on their side of the half, and I'm trying to pick up the pennies and everything, but I think I might have rotated too far where I think I could have got us another extra possession because I'm so far deep in my opinion, but I don't know.
I think that might have been smarter because I think Wampee was stuck in goal.
Yeah, because as third man, you generally want to play safe, but you can see both Wampee and lionlord are kind of on the backboard here, and they're trying to get out. So I think the distance here is fine because you never know, like if two people like Blackout and Cookie Monster here, what if they get a pinch here, go straight in? If you were closer, if you're like closer here to the play here, maybe like in this area, this could pinch right past you. But with you being this far back, you actually have time to react. So because of how far up your two teams are, this is fine. Because we don't have possession of the ball and they're gonna have possession. Yeah, maybe if shadow maybe more, but in this situation this is fine because they might get a pinch, you don't know it's gonna happen. Better to play safe than aggressive as third man.
Yeah, I think I just tried to cut them off there. I was like,
Yeah,
let's
that was
see if I
good.
can do
No, that
more
was a good
You
pressure.
cut.
did great.
That was a good cut, lionlord.
That's perfect.
Because we have someone
Because you
back.
gave us possession and everything.
Yep. As
And
the
even give Wampee time.
yeah, because we have Irish back in case they get the touch, and now you're challenging them to remove the space that they have, which is very good. No, that's a good play. And staying on the ball. Oh, it's close.
Did
Oh, that demo.
He would have made it.
Here, Wampee, don't be this where your position is kind of like third man, but lionlord just got demoed, so he's gonna be third man. Here, you want to be ready to receive the pass in this area. Because if he Irish gets this out here and you're sitting here, that's an easy goal right here. But if this goes out and you're out here, you have to drive up here. By that time, it's gonna be a 50.
Yeah, I think we went to challenge at the same time, and I heard his comm. So rather than like just sitting still, I tried to keep my momentum. Yeah.
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 So here, instead of rotating towards the wall with him, rotate back mid.
Yeah.
So go back.
Oh, you take the mid pads, I guess.
Yeah.
On the start.
That's actually good tips for future references.
Yeah. So
Which was it was a good cut by him too, by the way.
yeah, for sure. So at this point, because it's here when you start turning. So after you grab this boost, what you can do is
just like power slide and
you can go do a wide rotation here, and that gets you mid and keeps your momentum. Or if you know it's gonna be super quick, then you just get mid here.
Yeah.
Instead of going out here and then trying to come back mid.
I think the reason why I chose to swing it out the opposite way instead was because I knew Lion got demoed. So in case he got beat, I was able there. I was like, I would have been there to make a play in case he did get beat there and keep the ball in rather than have pressure on our side early after the demo.
But this time, Lionlord's already spawned though. So
Yeah.
even if you don't know which side he's gonna be on, but
Like,
let's
that
say
might
he
be
does
the
get beat. Let's say he does get beat and the ball starts to go out this way. You'd be like mid here. So either if Lionlord is too far back, you can try to cut this off, and Lionlord will be back if they get over you. Or if he's close enough and he can go, then you rotate back out. Like I understand you're thinking it's not terrible thinking, but the biggest thing in threes, or the hardest part about getting used to threes and improving in threes, is making sure we always have someone to to receive the pass from the first man. So we always want to make sure we have someone in this play, because you're going to try to get a pinch either across this way or it's going to bounce out. Someone in this vicinity, in this specific instance. But always trying to have someone be ready to receive the pass, and third man's going to be there in case it doesn't work out. So he got demoed, so he's really far back, but that means he's automatically third man, and he's going to push up to this position.
How did you not die there?
I don't know.
It's Lion, bro. Come on, he's a tank. Oh, he's underneath him. He caught him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He Goomba stopped him.
Yeah, see,
That
I
makes
fucked
sense.
up. I fucked up Cookie Monster
Backflip,
easily.
drive right underneath.
Yeah,
Yep.
you're
Oh my.
He's so close.
Calculated.
Oh, I should not be there.
No, Lionlord, you're
I should
fine
be
here.
rotating back.
So
What am
here,
I doing? Grab the boost and go back.
so here, again, repeat, don't go towards this because Irish is there. So there's a few things that could happen here. Either because Wampee's gonna have a much better, easier touch on this than Irish will here. So he could call Irish off, Irish can go back, and then he can go for this ball, and Lionlord will be able to push up. Or if you say you're gonna be on it, Wampee, you should do a small rotation here, stay mid in case he gets the pinch or pass out mid so that you're ready to get the ball, and then Lionlord's gonna be third man in case that goes past him and then he can collect it here.
Yeah. I think I was already up left in case he needed me for a pass. So I think the smarter thing, instead of peeling back right, would have been to just go back left and let line push up to the right rather than kind of cut that off.
Yeah. So like here, like right now, obviously you're super close to it and gets it, but really you shouldn't be this close.
Yeah, I mean, bad positioning, but it ended up working.
Yeah. So like yeah, ideally here this should have been lionlords, and then you could have been mid, and then he could have rotated out, and then possibly mid goal. Obviously this is theoretical, it's never that simple, but
Yeah.
that's just
Only it was that simple.
that's like the general principles of like how you want to try to think of three rotations.
I think
Harry.
Ponte got it, and I tried to stay with it, but I should not have jumped for that.
How much boost did lionlord have here?
Probably plenty, but I suck. So.
Oh, plenty. Here, when you see your MP start to control this, because you
I should
know,
have went straight to mid.
yeah, because you know that he's either gonna try to air dribble in, or it's gonna probably be off backboard or something. Move up to this position. If it bounces off backboard, you'll be there.
Yeah.
And
that was my fault.
if someone goes up and dunks him, Arish is already on his way back, and he'll be able to get it.
Dunks me again.
There you go.
Just trying to make sure, as the second man is really the hardest position to learn how to play. Just trying to always be ready, because you can see he gets that touch, and if you're more mid here, like maybe Cookie Monster probably would have still beat you, but you would have a far better chance of getting to it.
Yeah,
Probably
that's
50
true.
did
Or at
it
least
there.
try for a 50.
Yeah.
That was risky.
So here, obviously, this is not the easiest thing to do or to recognize,
Okay.
but obviously this is a super awkward angle, and you're trying to challenge. But if possible, recognize at this point, not even catch. You could catch it, but you've already jumped at this point. Try to angle the car, side flip it out this way. Wampee can then turn and collect it.
Gotcha.
Um,
Because then that creates more. Okay.
yeah, it creates offensive opportunity and control for us. So either catching if you can't catch it here, and then move it up and flick it or whatever, and get it to you, or just hitting it out to this side, because all three of the team is right here. So then Wampee can
Right.
turn. You can continue getting it mid, and he can put a punch pass it out to you.
I can give and go and make a play out of that while they're still trying to figure out rotation and grab and boost.
Yeah, the hardest thing, I mean, I still struggle with this, is just don't bang the ball away to a direction that your teammate's not there, because that's just giving the ball to the other team and allowing them to take control of the play.
True.
Obviously, this is like a super bang play. Like he just misses, like, and then you recognize like, oh, I can hit this. But so obviously, like this instant might not be the best example,
No, that was.
but I figured I'd point it out for
Yeah.
potential
Thank you.
future plays.
We need to start telling each other like we can calm down, have a couple seconds to get a good dribble, a good touch or something like
Yep.
that, and then we can create a play off of it, off the flick, or
Yeah, if you recognize your teammate has like time or they don't have a person on them instantly, just say time, and then they'll know that they have time to take this. Lionlord, don't be this close to the corner. Wampee's already there.
Yeah.
You
I should rotate like
you should-
wider.
You should be able to see him. You see him in the corner. By this point in time, just rotate into net,
Yeah.
because he's gonna have to play. Just rotate back here. He's gonna push us out, and if he messes up the touch, then you'll be there to catch it.
Yeah.
Safe assumption.
And if he gets the touch out, then either you can then push out, or Irish can cut mid, and then be mid for him. Instead of now, you're like right behind him. It's kind of a bit awkward trying to catch up to him.
Yeah.
Irish makes a good save. And
Good read on that.
that was such a mess. I can't believe they didn't score any of the guys there, to be honest. Everyone dives in on this.
Shoink.
I mean, getting a Wampee like being there, they had to get the touch, but this is just such a mess.
Oh, and Lion gets pumped.
Yeah. Lago just took me out. I was like, okay, I'll just stay here.
Did you not? Okay.
I thought one of them were gonna shoot it.
No,
so,
yeah, of course. Yeah, going for the block is perfectly fine here. Like, ideally, making contact would be better, but this is just like a
Yeah.
panic, like, oh, because if Matthews hit this, he can block this here. But yeah, this
Plus,
is
if I was faster enough to hit it, I probably would have hit it into Matthews and would have gotten. dunked for the second time. this game.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're fine. It was just like panic. Hopefully they don't score
Yeah,
here.
it was one of those situations for sure.
Oh, is that just going in? No, I was gonna save that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I hesitated there.
Yup.
I'm rewatching the gameplay, and I'm actually like going through the emotions again. I feel like because right here I have plenty of time. Like I feel like I could have gone on the backboard right there, played a little bit greedy. I could have gone off. I don't know. I just feel like I shouldn't have gone up right here. I should have attacked it. If I was gonna go up, I should have just gone with it right there.
If
I
you're gonna go
hesitated,
up,
then I pushed back.
you can push up here and catch
Yep.
you'll be able to either
Yep.
dunk it as it's like getting to this point. If you have 50.
I think that's the mind game.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I psych myself out.
No, for sure. Like the biggest thing between Champ League and Match League and Premier League, like obviously mechanics are better, more consistent. There's that, but also it's the no hesitations. Because like higher level gameplay looks so incredibly fast, but it only looks that fast because none of the players has any hesitation. They know exactly what they're doing. They do it instantly.
They just go, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, that was a hesitation by me, and that was came out okay, but whoops.
Another hesitation right here. You can kind of see it. So after this, you're like, oh, I can go for this. Oh, no, I shouldn't. And then you go back. And then you end up going for it anyways. You can just see by the car wiggles. Because if you like watch high level gameplay,
Yeah.
if you watch high level gameplay, you will rarely ever see car wiggles like this. That's just a sign of hesitation right there. Like, yeah, it would be risky to go for this because that'd be then two of you in the corner. I just figured I'd point that out as another hesitation right there.
Okay, so in that situation, where should I have been? If instead of hesitating, and I should have probably rotated to the back or the middle at least, right?
Here,
Yeah.
Wampee has a potential to get this mid. Go here.
Right. So yep.
But since we know that obviously he doesn't get this touch, so it goes past him. You'd
I
be
should have rotated right there.
you'd be mid here still ish, or like here, and then rotate out. Lionlord is pushing up for this.
Yeah.
'Cause
Instead, I cut lionlord off.
Yeah, so then you're way closer, but Lionlord's on his way up. He flips, and it's there. Yeah, now it's to wait. Oh, that's
Sorry,
unfortunate.
Wait, what?
So I touched it behind me so I can keep it on that side because I don't want to put it in front of our net. So I was kind of scared, and I bumped into Wampee.
Yeah, I saw you, but I wasn't sure if you were. I knew you said you were gonna go for it again. And I tried getting up the wall before you. I should have went behind, in front of net rather than try to go behind you on backboard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
here.
'cause my thing was I think I saw Locko, and then I was like, oh, if I put this in front of net, Locko tries for a 50. So
Yeah.
I'll just put it behind
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a smart play.
Shot.
I just wanted to give you a kiss, is all.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so
I
like
like
the ideal situation here. So we look at this from like this angle. So it's really
Grab the
just
boost pads
it's really
on my way to
just
back post.
it's a 2v2 here, and because the other two players are past this side of the field, so they're not going to be able to affect this play much. Lionlord can do a few things. He can either try to hit it back to this corner, Matthews is here, or hit it across. But then like Lacko is facing this right now. I mean, obviously from here it's not easiest to see, but so he definitely could have potential to get here. So really communication is key here to know which way Lionlord's going to try to put it. If Lionlord tries to put it to this corner, the safest thing to do, just get in that.
Yeah.
Don't
Grab the pads on the way if I
Yeah.
didn't have any either.
Yeah, just get in it. Okay, so if this guy gets it, just here, he might be able
You
to.
could rotate down the pad lane, right? Like the wide pad lane to get to like the.
Yeah, ideally you want to rotate on pad lines as
Yeah.
or if Lionlord wants to put it out this way, because there's no immediate threat of someone be here, yeah, eventually he could. But then
Yeah,
Wampee could
caught it
either
or
churn
something.
for this, or churn and bump him as this guy's cutting across. Like
Ooh,
you could turn this way, look with your flick with your right stick, see if Lacko is like here trying to go for the ball, you can go for a bump on him. And then by that time, because lionlord's probably still recovering at this point, he could either go for the ball, or if Irish is close enough, then he can come in and grab that. So there's a few like obviously it's not an ideal situation because either way you put it, there's a person there. I think in this situation it would be better to try to put it across, just because here you can see this guy's facing this way, so here you have to turn around for that. But even if he was like here, obviously it's still risky because he can push up for this. But Wampee can just cut here. Yeah, obviously you're trying to keep a higher wall so it doesn't cross the goal line. So then Wampee can go collect this in the corner, and then you would get down and be in net. I think that would be the ideal situation here. Just because hitting it down to this corner, pretty much anywhere you put it here, this guy's gonna be here to collect it.
Gotcha. I bump Wampee or kiss.
Yeah.
So here,
You off hardcore right there. What did you? What the heck, Wampee?
Hmm?
I cut Wampee up hard right here. You look like you're about ready to go up for that.
You had a better angle, so you.
Nah, look, you can see your car have the boost come. It was like Papa. Oh, never mind. Like, call it. I came all the way back from the. Nah.
You called it before me. Plus, you had a better angle. So once you called it, I passed off.
I didn't notice your positioning on that. Otherwise, I would have totally backed off and let you take that. Holy cow!
No. You're good. If you call it, I'll give you the time and space. You're good.
here is another instance. Obviously, just trying to recover from that play, clear it out. At the same time, we have no one upfield for lionlord to send it to. So here, if we had someone up in this position, they could be ready for as this comes mid. They go up. No one from their team's in net right now.
Right.
So if we look back at this play, really either Wampee or Irish could push for this. But at this point in time, well, let's take a look at boost levels. So you've got 90, you've got 90. So yeah, really either one. Once you see that lionlord is pushing this up, start boosting to get up. Like ideally this would happen sooner, but if we go back even further back.
Yeah, I wanted to.
So
check
go
that
back,
out real quick.
lion push up here. So at this point, really, is when you should start boosting to get mid.
Really? That early?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Because so here, ideally here it would be Wampee pushes up, because if Wampee pushes up mid like here-ish, you would be in net in case he gets beat.
Right.
And by this point, so if we go back, so he hits this, lionlord gets a touch again. One person's going back. Cookie Monster is kind of facing the play, but they're also driving backwards at this point. No one is challenging lionlord.
Bro, we could have said time, and let him catch his breath and do whatever he needed to do to make a play from mid.
Yeah, he could potentially try to, before getting this touch that he just got, drive and stay along the wall and just like be behind the ball and then drive down to the ground and control it. And then perhaps that would buy time for one of you guys to get mid, so then he could pass it mid for you guys and then have a counter attack.
Yeah, I shouldn't have thrown it away there.
That was a super awkward angle. That was not necessary at all.
Yeah.
I don't. Let's see. I want to watch your. Did you see where the opponents were?
Was that gonna be above crossbar?
Yeah. From where I was, I couldn't quite tell if it was on goal or not, so I figured
Yeah.
better be safe.
Here.
Where the hell am I going?
Well, you just went for the ball.
True.
So you're trying to get a touch, you missed it, so your momentum just carried you. And you stop boosting there. So here, I would just stay on the ground. Don't waste your boost. Because obviously from your angle, it was hard to tell. But this ball is going to land somewhere around here. You can just catch it.
Yeah.
Because even if you don't know it's going to go in net, you should be able to just like drive under where it's going to land, like here. Just kind of follow the play and be more and kind of like shadow it, and then as it starts to fall, you can kind of just stay with it, and then catch it.
That'd have been at least in front of the net.
Yeah, like yeah, it would have fallen probably like here-ish, but you could have just caught this and then moved up and turned up field, and then lionlord could potentially be on over here pushing up with you.
Yeah.
Oh, this was super awkward.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I didn't know where to go. I was on the wall. I had 2 people in net. I was just like, I didn't know where to be. I know we could have probably pushed or did. I don't know.
I think this points back to what you were saying. I don't think I had much boost here because I just went up. Also, I unless I just grabbed that corner, I probably don't have that much boost. So I think that was kind of deterring me from challenging, but I should have just challenged.
So
I think I realized that late, and because I think when I challenged, I even said I'm just gonna get his flick or whatnot.
Yeah, here ideally,
But I did that late.
Either lionlord or Wampee would push you up, go for this ball, and then Irish you can rotate out this way so you don't get in their way. But if they're not challenging, then going here is fine, because they're self. But once you get to here, what you can do, obviously it's super difficult, not that's the easiest thing to do, but try to so like here, try to turn up and bring this up the wall right here. Or if you can't do that, another thing you do is slightly, don't even go this far back, like go here and then use a power slide, turn around to stay on this ball. That way it doesn't give them any space whatsoever, because now
Like just quickly turn on it, get a quick 50, and then rotate back out.
Yep.
Okay.
Because if you turn on that and 50 with them,
Gotcha. Because that could have changed the momentum.
This probably would have popped out.
Yeah.
If I change my angle of the field, you can see what that's sky.
Nice. I like it.
I have no clue what just happened.
We got white on it. In our favor, rocket ship.
Yeah, but if you went and 50 this likely would have popped out mid somehow, maybe up and then mid. But both lionlord and Wampee, either of them could have gotten this. And
Yeah, I think I'm flipping to net at that point, so Wampee would get it. And then
yeah, I'm just saying you're both in this general vicinity, so if it goes out farther, you could then have an easier time. But yeah, just trying to show that if you get this 50 and it pops out somehow, then you both of these people are here to collect it, where the opponent has no one because Lacko is right behind the play. And I don't remember where the third person is. Where
I
is it?
think Cookie Monster went back.
Yeah, he's on his way back. So just trying to take away their space as much as possible. Because here now we kind of let them like who goes? I should go, I guess, and then kind of it messes up.
Yeah.
Let me see Wampee's challenge on this. I want to watch Wampee's challenge on this real quick.
All right.
Oh no.
We'll go to his perspective.
It says no.
That's actually, it's actually, I mean,
jump and bump.
honestly, no, I was actually surprised that you did. I would rather you do this than go flying yourself out of the play. You know what I mean? Because at that point, yeah, you got beat, right? Somebody had to challenge, but at the same time, like you can easily recover from that. Had you jumped at that, whiffed it, like we all do 90% of the time when we dive at those balls, you know how it happens. I mean, that would have put you so far out of the play. So had he missed, it would have been a 3v2 and you'd have been out of it. So I was okay with that. I was just looking to see if you did the challenge because in this situation. Go ahead.
Here I would say either once you see this ball pop up, you can go for this. You can jump up for it, or try to get the bump. So once this pop up, you might be able to get this, or just try to get the bump. Like which that's what it looks like. You kind of tried to go for
even a single jump probably would have gotten enough of a piece of him to stop the air dribble.
Yeah, because
more time.
If you manage to get the bump on him, because Matthews is super awkward and Cookie Monster's too far back that this is no longer threatening.
Yeah.
And lionlord, once you see when we go for this, stay back post. Don't push out.
Gotcha.
Here,
Yeah, I should have just stayed
Here, oh no, that's not lionlord. At this point, when you see starting to push out, just rotate around, get back post in here, get behind the goal line so you have the best chance to save all possible shots if anything comes out.
Gotcha.
Don't push out here to no man's land.
It's so tempting though.
Yeah.
I get it.
I know.
I get
It is so tempting. The
You
more,
feel like, oh, I got this.
yeah, like the best thing you did to recognize you're the last back, play as patient as possible. Yeah, Irish is up on the backboard, but you still should have someone in net.
Yeah, that's true.
And if you were in net, this is a fairly easy save to get.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I could have easily got that.
Yeah.
Oops. Ah, it was just so tempting.
Oh, I know.
I do it too.
I'm sure I do as well. I'm just trying to point out the best possible things.
Yeah. Always gotta
Oh, it was
cover it up.
close.
Oh, not me hitting the crossbar like usual.
Oh, no one's going for the ball. What is going on here?
I think I was gonna go challenge Loco, and then he took it up, and I was like, oh shit.
Think-
'Cause I think I hesitated on Loco's.
Yeah.
If anything, that should have been my challenge at the very end because I just turned that corner with boost and I could have gone up for it. I feel like.
So here, there's a few things. So really, but at this point in time, even right here, I would turn a challenge it right now.
What? Is he
Because
off wall or is he still on wall?
he's still on wall.
Oh yeah.
Because
he is off
even
wall.
if he does something to put around you, you're forcing him to do something he doesn't want to do. Where if you just
Right.
continue backing up, he has all the time in the world to do whatever he wants.
Gotcha.
That's like the biggest thing that happens in Champ League all the time is like the like super good players who are like really mechanical, they can really take control of the game because no one challenges them. But if you challenge them, take away the space, they can't do anything.
Yeah.
Because like here, even here, ideally here is probably where I would turn because you see he pops out, so he's probably gonna get another touch. So you need to turn and get up, and by this point, Irish will be back in net. He should be rotating to net here.
And then he can get the clear if I miss.
Yeah. Instead of just waiting for him to bring the ball to you, which it works out here, but
Yeah. But just in case.
you just don't want to give them the space. All
Oh, I
converge
missed.
onto the net.
Yeah. I remember that play. I was like, no, you're good. You got it, baby.
This works
I
out, but this
remember
is not.
Yeah.
This should not be happening.
I didn't know Irish was on the left side still, and I was like, oh shit, but it worked out.
Yeah, so you probably had ball cam on, probably never saw him. Yeah. It just comes down to communication. Irish.
See, I thought he was like rotating back at that point. On
Yeah,
the camera.
so then Irish needs to call, he's cutting mid, so then Lionlord, you know, like, okay, I just need to stay back. And as third man, just try to stay, like, right behind this midfield line as third man.
Yeah, I would have pulled back at that point.
Yeah.
In my mindset, I saw. the
No,
card
for
went
sure.
up or
Like,
something.
if just looking off the car language of Irish, you can see out the corner of your eye. You can say, oh, he's rotating out, I need to push out mid here. And like, oh, wait, he's right there?
Yeah.
Why is he here?
I was like, oh shit.
But if we look over Irish perspective on this, because for this boost, turns like he sees, oh, you're back at midfield. I should turn and be mid for this.
Yeah.
But then you just keep going. So again, it's just to make a communication thing that just make sure. Obviously, it works out here, but it could have been an awful counterattack goal if it didn't work out.
Yeah, but
Hey.
you know, Irish is the best, so you know, always bring that.
I am not the best.
It's just
Stop it.
faster.
If
It's just
anything, I'm surprised I
faster.
didn't whiff that.
Hey, real quick before this is my last interruption for scheduling. Irish, can you do? Hold on, this is the last thing that we're gonna be done with this nonsense. Thursday at 5 p.m. Has that already said that?
Thursday at 5, yes. I could do Thursday 5.
All right, cool. That's it. That's all. Thanks for joining my TED
You're
Talk.
welcome.
Oh, that bump.
That was a good bump. Lion,
Yeah. Yep.
be
Oh,
more.
man, I
You
should've not
got
been
you,
there.
you got to be more patient here. Here, just back up, get behind the goal line.
Yep.
Both of your teammates are
Just
already up.
chilling with it.
Don't need to go for
Yep. Thanks, Wampee, for the clear.
I got you.
that. I have a feeling you guys might know what I'm
Right
about to say.
there, I need to move to the mid side.
Yeah,
I
we
gotta
I need to
cover.
start cutting
I
mid.
gotta cover the pass. Yeah.
yeah, we have Wampee has no one to
Yeah.
pass to here.
Yeah.
Like I've said before, this is not just an issue you guys have. I know FL has an issue, AL has this issue, CL has this issue, and ML has this issue. Where every time the player on the ball, he's like, "Oh, I have control. I can like pass this mid, and then we have good goal scoring position. Oh wait, I have no teammate to pass it to."
Yeah. Oops.
Yeah. So yeah, I would just try to. I mean, that's just something that everyone needs to work on. It is like the hardest part about threes is learning second man and when to push up and be second man. Because like right here, Wampee's likely to have control of this ball. Obviously, both of you are like, no, I don't want to go. You're turning away.
I think I needed, or I went for boost.
Yeah, you went for boost. Let's see how much boost you had.
I was gonna say, Lion, that
Oh, yeah.
yellow bright boost pad was just calling your name. Look at
It
this.
was
juicy.
Look at
I
this.
had a gameplay
30?
related question.
I could have picked up like 2-3 pads on the way there.
Yeah.
Oh, I hit that line, baby.
What was your question?
So, what should I do if my teammate looks like they're willing to pass, but they look awkward? And am I probably too close? Should I do something else? There's more twos. Slightly off topic. Sorry.
Well, I'm not as good with twos, like positioning for twos, because in threes, if so, like let's say here, Wampee's on the ball, you should have someone in this area,
Yeah.
like here's somewhere in this area-ish, to be trying to
Okay.
receive the pass. In
What if it's like open midfield, right? And we're kind of like rolling side by side, right? How would side by side ish? Like the person receiving the pass is slightly behind, right?
So let's say player A ball is here, player B is like here-ish.
Yeah. Is that like an awkward place to receive a pass or get sent a pass?
No, not at all, because this person can pass this slow enough that they can like put it slightly up, so then you can move up into it. Whereas if you're upfield, I mean, this is also super risky in twos if you don't have a third man, but if you're in front of them, they have to get at the very least here, and then you might have to slow down. So it's better generally to be behind them, but you can be slightly in front of them, and they can get more in front shot, and then you can get that. But that's more for threes. In twos, you always want to be behind your person.
I'm just kind of scared to be making my teammates awkward for passing, so I'm wondering if I'm maybe too close.
Yeah, twos is a little bit different than threes, so I'm not as. I know I'm a better threes player, so this might be wrong about twos. My general thing is so if let's say, ignoring what's actually on the field here, let's say person on the ball is like here-ish, and then in threes you could be like here to receive the play, but in twos you want to be a little bit closer, maybe like here, to do more short passing, because long passing is more risky, especially without a third man.
Right.
So
just essentially, if I want to receive a pass, I have to make sure I'm not too far and not like sticking up their exhaust.
Yeah, so you can see how there's these I would say this is like the distance between this pad and this pad is like the distance you'd want to be in twos for passing, and be a little bit behind them. Because you do going from here to here, obviously it happens and it's fine, but it's obviously much more risky and much farther distance that someone could then intercept it.
Yeah, on twos, like Kunix was saying, Kunix, draw the ball along the wall there.
Like here?
Just wherever you were. So for that, and you could say like he's going up the wall or something like that.
Yeah.
So for example, a good position for a twos player, and this might seem a little bit different, but move your mouse down just a little bit to the right, up just a hair, like right before that little blue line. So like that would be an ideal position, like right before the midfield, because the thing about twos is when you play like a really skilled team, like the corner balls are going to be good, but if you take that angle and you're looking straight at that corner, you're able to angle your card not only to the left to face the open field pass if the ball does come off the backboard, but you're also in a good spot where if that ball gets picked off, you can rotate behind your teammate because your teammate's going to be out of the play. Does that make sense?
I guess I'm just wondering if they're clear to the left, like your teammate is like way out of rotation and you're kind of stuck against the whole entire enemy team.
What do you mean exactly? Say that one more time.
Like say they clear to the left, right?
Like they clear over here.
No, like say you make the pass and they clear to the left, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're kind of both kind of screwed essentially.
I'm not sure.
Or even if you try and like shoot it on the backboard and they clear to the left, you've got your teammate that's like maybe a bit too far upfield and you have to kind of rush back, right?
Well, yeah, so let's
Yeah.
say this guy passed to you, you try to shoot it, but it goes off here. By that point, you just rotate out and you then move up here, and this guy moves behind.
Even if the guy on the right, let's say the guy on the right makes the pass right there off the wall and it ricochets, and you challenge because you think you have a chance to get it, that first person that made that shot's going to do one of two things. He's going to rotate through because he's got forward momentum, or he's going to turn around and go back because you're going to push up second man.
Yeah, the ideal thing in twos especially is as soon as you make your play, so let's say this guy here tries to pass it somehow to this guy, as soon as you do that, they need to get out and then be back.
Yep.
Obviously, that's not always possible because you go for a flip and then you have momentum and then you land over here. And then this guy needs to be very careful.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
thank you.
Yep. All right. Back to our previously scheduled program.
That was a good learning process, I think.
Well, that was nice. That was a good play. Good finish. No one's going for the ball.
Yeah. I
Ev-
think I fucked up Irish here because I tried to go for the block on it.
I think I should have followed that, but I'm not sure. I was all confused.
Here, I mean, this is obviously easiest for me to say, like, oh, I can have an overview view of where everybody is on the field. But here, I would say Wampee should be one that goes for this, because you can push up this way. You get back. Lionlord, or hold on. Let me actually.
Yeah.
I want to see.
was
Yeah. I want to look at everybody's boost levels. So you're 16. You have 100. You have 0. So yeah. So ideally, I think what happens here, or what should happen here, since you have all the boost, you can push for this ball, and try to give time. Irish, rotate back on its boost pads, so you have
Okay.
stuff, and then Lion, what you can do is you can either stay mid, obviously you're super low boost, so that might be
What I was gonna do is I was gonna go like get the mid boost and then
yeah, so then here you
up
could go
with
for the mid
Wampee.
boost and then come mid. Obviously it takes a little
Yeah.
bit of time, but it's also going to take some time for Wampee to push up here to try to get it mid possibility. So this is probably the best thing to happen
Option.
here, so that
Yeah.
if Wampee doesn't get it, it gets pushed back. You by this point you should already be like in like third man rotation, like, oh, I can just easily pick this up.
right.
Obviously this is super awkward positioning, but we just want to make
Yeah.
sure that it doesn't happen. So because once we started to go for it and then turned off, just because now no one is on
Yeah,
the.
I wasn't confident, so rather than being up there and like forcing myself in a bad spot where I wasn't confident, I stayed back.
Yeah, I think the almost
Plus, I saw they were still somewhat more mid,
yeah, because
and so
what
kinda
I said
hesitated a
should
little bit.
happen almost happened. The only difference is that instead of Irish instantly going on this boost lane, he got close and then Lion will probably caught him off so you can get it and then turn back. So that extended time, if he went back on the lane instantly, he'd probably be back here and then you can just continue and be confident to go for that while having someone already back.
I had more power than what I wanted it to.
I
They get pushed up too soon there.
wasn't sure.
So yeah,
First
Irish,
one on that. Yeah,
Irish
that's
and
not bad.
Lion are gonna get a little awkward here.
Yeah.
Looks like.
Well, that's because right here, I think I should have stayed back more like on our mid side, but I saw that and I saw a lion, so I didn't know.
No, yeah, I should have just rotated back, honestly.
No,
I
Lion
spun.
Lord should be
My
one that
fault.
rotates back. Irish push up mid in case Wampee gets this here.
Yep, 100%. That's my fault.
But because kind of Lion Lord, like Irish, you don't completely go for it. Kind of just turn the circuit back, and then Lion Lord is also there, and so then this rotation back makes it really awkward.
Yeah. I fucked up.
It happens.
We recovered.
Or Lion Lord should be going for this.
Yeah, I don't know. Why am I not going for that? Do I not have boost or something?
Let's see. I think you.
Oh, I have 50
You've got plenty of boost.
I got plenty of boost. What the fuck did I back off from this for?
I mean, you're like, oh, I'm gonna get beat, but you still should be pressing the play.
Yeah, what the fuck did I do there? Oh my god.
You're just waiting.
I'm an idiot. Oh my god.
It's like the second time this game, you're just like, oh, I could go. No, let me just wait for them to bring the ball, and then hopefully I'll be able to take it away from them.
Yeah, I should have pressured that.
Like it's more of a safe play style, which isn't horrible, but you could be doing slightly better if pressuring them, taking away their space. And
It's
luckily,
also probably bad comps in first matches too at the same time, so it's
yeah, that's bound to happen. The more you play together, the better comms you get.
Oh yeah, that was me and Irish's first game on the team. So
Yeah.
No, wait, what?
the first game.
Your first actual like match together.
First match.
This one. Actually,
Yeah, I was gonna
I've
say,
been playing
no.
for the Spectre forever.
No. I was confused over. No, I thought you meant this was our first match. No, I was like, no, this wasn't our first match because our first match of the series. Well, I'm not being that person, but we won our first game.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
saying.
And we lost the next two.
No, we're
That's what I thought
saying.
you were saying.
No, when we say match, is like the series of 5 is one match.
Okay.
This is
my
one
bad.
game in the match.
Okay.
At least that's
I
the terminology
misunderstood
I
the name,
usually
though.
use.
My bad.
It's all good. It's all good. Lion Lord,
Yes.
mid.
Oh.
Don't be right behind the person with the ball.
Fucking idiot. God damn it.
Hey,
Wait,
Lion,
did you?
hey,
Did
no.
that get hit into you to pop up to me? Is that what happened? Is that why you were up there?
I have no idea. I'm not gonna lie. I just fucked up.
Or hold
No,
up.
this is
Oh
good.
yeah,
I
you
mean,
popped
we
it
can-
to me. So I mean that kind of explains why you were there to begin with. But like yeah, the rotating mid part I get.
Yeah, instead of going wide, I should just
Yeah.
went straight to the.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, this is
Also-
0 seconds. So I'm like, oh, maybe I can play. But if Wampee gets this hit mid,
Yeah, and then if he gets the hit, then I have the shot at least.
yeah, if you were like right here and he hits us across, that's a goal right there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but I
The
missed.
fear of
Classic.
dropping the
I
ball.
mean, that happens, yeah,
Yeah.
but.
Overtime,
He's
like,
trying to take lessons from
Yeah.
the Whiff Lord.
yeah.
Tactical whiffer. It's my
Yeah,
title.
tactical whiffer. Learn it from the best. I teach the
Yeah.
best.
I just missed that.
Happens.
Holy cow! Where am I hitting that?
This defense is so awkward.
That should have been a clear up in the air. That's not what I was aiming for at all with that touch.
Yeah, just seems like we're pushing out a little bit too early. Because if Lion Lord gets this hit, she should be more pushing out this way
Yeah, the landlord fucked up and missed. So.
instead of going here. Because if Lion misses and they get this touch, and they potentially hit it here, Wampee's in net in case, or they even shoot it here. We already have someone in net to protect that. Just trying to recognize like how we can, when we take this out of defense. And again, we're going to push outs a little bit early here.
Yeah.
Just be more patient. Be more back post. Should be sitting like here, seeing what happens. And once he says like, oh, now I can go. And then you probably would have had the hit possibly clear out. Again, no one's mid. We have 2 third men. It's something that happens a lot in ranked is if we look back.
I definitely feel like I like to sit back more,
Mm-hmm.
like defensive wise. I don't know. I feel like I feel safer because I feel like I can make some good saves. I mean, everyone can make good saves and stuff, but I don't. I just feel like I sit back a lot. It's
Mhm.
nothing against me scoring or being offensive. I think I just catch myself being back a lot.
You're very defensively minded, which I am as well. That's not a terrible thing. Just here, this is something I see all the time in ranked at all the levels. Here, at this position, is like the key moment. Here, what you should be doing is pushing up here, so that like lionlord's not exactly on the ball, but if he gets back and then take control, you should be getting there, and then you should be here. Instead, if you push up right behind, so that when Irish gets over here, you can't really push up mid because you'd be then too close as third man, but you're also not necessarily in good second man position either. It's like a no man position.
Yeah.
So that's just something to watch out for. Like, so like in this moment, try to push up mid a little bit more instead of being right behind lionlord, because now Irish kind of wants to push up, but kind of is like stuck in like, how do I push up here? I can't really.
Yeah.
Like here, the only thing you can really do is if he wants to push up is to call Wampee, say you go back, rotate back. I'm pushing up. You go back, and he'd be third man. That's really the only thing you can do if you want to push up here. It's like I can't because if I push up here without saying anything, then Wampee's probably too close, and he's gonna feel like, why did you cut me off? I was there. Because basically what Wampee's doing here is getting ready in case this gets pushed out, or that's the third man's job. And so right now we have 2 people in the exact same position, although it's like pretty far apart on the field wise. It's not super close, but you're basically in the same position doing the same job, which we want to try to avoid. Oh no, that's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
That's
Well.
on me because if I don't miss this and I keep going, if I was mechanically skilled and inclined, I'd be able to flip reset, air dribble that over into the net.
If you hit this, let's say it goes out here,
Yeah.
who's gonna get it then? There's no one over here.
Yeah, I bumped Matthews as well, so
I was gonna say, didn't Lion get bumped here?
Matthews and I headbutted like directly into each other.
So you-
Yeah, that kind of, I didn't realize you got bumped. That influenced
So
my
right-
challenge
right-
because I saw you coming
Yeah.
back, and so I figured you would be behind me in net, and then so I challenged high to avoid like anything like a flick or anything high.
Yeah,
then
I was trying to
he
like
went
get
low.
back.
Yeah,
Here,
and I didn't realize you got bumped.
lionlord can cut across. He hasn't been bumped yet.
Not yet.
That's what,
My lionlord assumed Wampee was gonna be like going for second for the hit, and so lionlord would rotate back on that.
you have
That was
all the
I was the
boosts in the
third
world.
person.
You have all the boosts in the world. Because like here, you're rotating ball side, which you want to try to avoid. Because if
Yeah.
this is coming towards you, ideally rotate out this way so that Wampee knows he can push up. But since you're like right under the ball, and Wampee kind of has to wait to see what you're doing, whether you're going all the way back or pushing up. By this point, so do you have ball cam on? That is the key question. Yes, you do. You grab this mid boost.
Miss this.
You
Yeah.
see that he's going up. At this
Yeah.
point in time, call that
Sorry.
you're going mid. You're turning
Okay.
mid. Because if you turn mid right here, Matthews won't bump you, or you'll miss
Well,
his bump.
Either miss him or he'll still hit me. I don't know. I don't think I saw him.
You'll
at all,
miss the
'cause I had
bump
ball
and then
cam
you-
on.
Because if you cut across here, This is like two ifs. If you cut across here,
Yeah.
and Irish hits
Then I
this
can at
across,
least-
you can collect this. Both,
Yeah.
all three of them are there.
Yeah.
That's
And then
a
it should
pretty
be,
easy
like, at
counter.
least on net or something.
Yeah, but instead, misses, and here Wampee just stay back in net, and wait for this.
Yeah, can you go to my perspective on that
Yeah,
real
of
quick
course.
beforehand?
We'll just go back a few times, see how this play develops.
Because I knew Lion was up there, so I knew he would be rotating back,
Yep.
and so I should have seen Matthews there. I did see the bump. I'm just stupid. I was more focused on the ball than I was the bump.
Oh yeah, tunneling vision is another thing that a ton of players have issues with.
Because I saw the one guy up, and then I saw the guy on the ground low.
Because they'll like
So
focus on the ball and like only see in like this lane. They'll focus the
Yeah,
rest of the
I don't
field does not.
understand.
yeah,
It's
that's
not-
what happened. Is because I saw the two. Obviously, the guy up and the guy on the
Yeah.
ground in the back. So I knew they either. Because once I saw Irish miss, there was two things that could have happened. Either Cookie would have hit it into the corner, or whoever Laco would have did what he did, which was score
Yeah.
on me, or at least control it. There was those two options. So like I figured going early because I didn't think Cookie was going to hit it just by the way his car was,
Yeah.
and so I figured just trying to pressure early because I did get tunnel vision. So I thought that's where I thought
Yeah.
Lion would be back until he got bumped.
Yeah, just try to recognize, or just try to work on not tunnel vision, recognize everyone
Yeah.
you can see on your screen. Obviously, it's not the easy thing to do. And here, I'll just, once you see miss and you see lionlord is here, just rotate back into net. And if you do that, this becomes an incredibly easy save.
For sure.
But
Yeah.
it's unfortunate, but it happens.
I
Yeah.
tried to get there. Hey, Matthews.